Dear students and dear parents, so we finally meet at the end of your studies and we can proceed to the final tests. Hope you did your homework. Sorry? Did you do your homework? Who is certified? Associate certified. Hands up. Wow. So we will see. Okay, test is not easy. Look, I have a good news for you because, well, you can choose from many types of different tests. We are coming to your certification. You are supposed to be certified. You can choose. You can have test, you can have certification to be a salesperson, and I was really hoping that you are all after your sales associate certification. So next time, don't tell me you are not, because this is coming soon. And even later, there will be another one. We also have, as you know, we have technical certification. And again, I think you were supposed to be technically associate certified already, because we are very soon launching technical professionals. And we will continue, of course, higher. And we already launched academic certification. Academic certification is important part. Yes. Agree? Michal, as Global Educational Manager, is running this certification, and it's important to certify teachers and later also students. So again, wow, where are my slides? Here. And when we will be best, we will have schools which becomes providers of SolidCAM academic certification and training. So we have certification. Let me tell the story. When we started with our partners, with Kennametal, it was, I think, then we were considering how to train them, because they wanted to train people all over the world, hundreds. How to do it? So Sydney made videos for training. We sent them around, but we never knew if they really watched this video, how good they are. We wanted feedback. That's why we have this. Then we were thinking about you again, our internal staff and reseller staff. And we were thinking like this. There is a lot of technical education from our side. We have documentation, we have webinars, we have everything, and technical people, they are really good in digging inside our software. They enjoy it, and they want to know every function. Salespeople, we need to understand it. Not necessarily use it, but we need to understand it in a clear terms, why we have this function, why we are asking money for this function, why I have to convince this customer to buy this function. This is for sales. So we directed our effort also on the sales side, which is a little bit different, of course. Now, we really want to know from you that you are certified, which means you have basic information. And I will give you an example how this certification is done. Wow, okay, nice. Hey. Tell me where I should direct this so that it works. Okay, now it's working. So we have certain purpose with certification. We need to validate your expertise and skills. We want to boost your knowledge. And for you, it could be good for your career, of course. So we are trying to give you yourselves the information in a clear, understandable terms, because, well, you all may be very experienced, but we have new people, right? New salesmen are coming, to our companies. New people are coming to our partners, or partners are coming to us and they don't know about SolidCAM. They want to learn as soon as possible what is SolidCAM, how it works. So this is how we are explaining. It's very basic, right? We are explaining what is 2D shape, so what is 3D shape. We're explaining what is 5-axis part. We are starting from the basic for beginners. Don't be like, as I say, I know you are experienced, they are not, okay? So we need to teach them. These parts we are cutting. Then we are showing the structure of SolidCAM, again, to explain them how SolidCAM is constructed, what we have inside. They need to know everything, what we have inside. They are selling all of this. And also explain what is a 2D part, how it's defined, and why we are selling 2D milling just for these 2D parts. So it's a part which is defined by dimensions and tolerances and high precision and so on and so on. We are explaining, this is 2D part. Nice. We are explaining what is 3D part. Is it too basic? Not for newcomers. Definitely not for newcomers. Wait till we have professional certification. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, I promise. Okay, so I believe we are offering in our certification program both education and certification. And there are a lot of managers among you. You need to ask your people to be certified, because then you will have a feedback that they know what they are talking about. Even these basic things. You need new salesmen, you need to educate them. The best way is to go to our certification portal. This is, I always struggle to explain indexing. Now, indexing explained, right? Very easy. Of course, we have one big lecture about iMachining, because this is very important, so we are trying really to explain so that these salesmen understand. And they can explain to customer what is iMachining. This is one slide. As I said, we have a full lecture. And also, we are showing them what machines they can use, and so on. So, Swiss-type machines to explain. I think it was 2 years back when I was explaining mill turn on a lecture, and somebody come to me and say, oh, this was good, it was very basic, that's exactly what I need. Was it you? I think so. And of course, if there is a new salesman, he doesn't know what is post-processor. So we have to tell them, so this is what we have. Right now we have active sales associate basic level of certification, which deals with the basic knowledge about our product, about SolidCAM. We have technical associate, which is very easy. I think you, whoever tried, it's like, yeah, but it's really basic. Now we have academic certification, because we have an educational policy based on these certifications, and we are going further. We have a team. We have Michal, who is coming on the next lecture. We have 2 great women in India. We have Mila Zlotnikov, who is designing our portal and helping us with a lot of graphic issues we have, not only graphic issues. We have, in US, we have Scott Nail. But originally, I was building on something what was created by Kevin Rankel. I was cooperating with Ken Merritt and John D'Amico. These people help us from the beginning. Now we have a team, we are working, we continue further, and this is what we will have very, very soon. We have SolidCAM 2024. You will be certified for What's New 2024. We have it almost ready. We have almost ready technical professionals, so those of you who were like disappointed that it was too easy, they will have better one now. The same with sales professional version. We will create a special branch which you can use for certifying your partners. It's not necessary that you use it, but you might, you know. They are having our licenses, they are working with us. You are training them, so why not to have some feedback about how well they know our product? There are many other. We will have certification for solid shop. We will have certification for eye machining, which I already talked with Merritt, that we will start working on it. The important thing is, for you, is the knowledge. For managers, it's a feedback, right? And definitely, these certifications define certain minimum, which you need to know, which you as a staff, whatever staff, salesmen, even SolidWorks salesmen should know some basics about SolidCAM in your company, right? So sales associate is perfect just for that. So certification is a project which is a long-term project. We are building up and to the wide. So I hope that next time I will invite now Michal, or Emil is coming. Michal?
Okay, so Ivan created this great certification. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But if you don't use it, really, so I want you to add to the portal a place that shows every reseller, branch, and affiliate how many of his people have done this there. Okay?
Okay.
Then I could follow
Let's
it up
do it.
myself. Okay.
Let's do
enjoy.
it.
Hello, everybody. Hello, SolidCAMers. My name is Michal Sevcik, and I'm from Czech Republic, and I'm responsible for global educational activities. And let's say we have quite extraordinary scenario in comparison with other presentations, because it is a teamwork. And always, if you are in cooperation with schools, it is only about the fostering and the support, which is crucial for us. And I'm really happy that guys from the West Bohemian University is a really long-term educational partner who's been leveraging and utilizing all kinds of licenses, certification, post-processors, and all services. And it is, of course, covered by our very good reseller from the Czech Republic, which is called Solid Vision. Hello, guys. And where is the...
There.
Okay.
Yep.
So, you know, I would say that there were lots of very inspiring presentations. But what I really remember, and what I want to highlight, are two presentations. The first one, Dr. Somek's presentation, and the second one, Michal Ledicky's presentation. And I guess that if you pay, of course, attention, you can saw, or you could see the common thread of those presentations. And the common thread was expressed by very strong push on education as a crucial and a strategic sector for further companies' development.
You mean a threat like, not you are threatening us?
No.
Okay, fine.
Just common thread, we call it like a red light, which is, let's say, jointing all the topics. And the education, you know, the really first business, Dr. Somek, really first business was for education. So, and as far as I know, Gerhard Lager from Germany, Stefan Speiser and Michal Ledicky, I guess that they've building up the huge German success really partially on education.
So you mean that Emil was really first educational manager?
Exactly.
Ah,
Exactly. And that's
Okay.
the message. So, SolidCAM for education. We have many tools how we are able to be very active in a global role of supporting the schools. Term licenses, academic certifications, which was described very detailed way by Ivan, and of course, marketing and technical support and the research licenses, which are quite new. We release regular research policy since this November, this year. So please focus on your regular business on research institutions and the opportunities you have in your countries. No, back. You know, the story about the term licenses, what I want to, let's say, a little bit remind is that the SolidCAM license for schools has 50 seats, and it's fully equipped by all modules, including 2 and 3D eye machining, which is also important for education. Ivan?
I think that you need to explain why term license. It's because we had many schools before which are not paying subscription. Actually, we don't even know if they are really using SolidCAM. So why we have them? So term license is great because first, the cost is not so high, and second, it stopped functioning. So if they don't care, we don't care. But if they work with us, okay, let's go.
Exactly. So, please, who is already certified in academic branch? Perfect. Please, great. Please, really do not hesitate and do not wait. Do that. Be certified. It's really important to inspire your teachers because we already released, I guess it was at the end of June this year, the basic certification, which we call Academic Associate Certification. It is available this year only for teachers, but it's going to be, as Ivan said, available for students as well from the January 25. So please do the certifications and inspire your students. And thank you guys that you are already certified and you are the heroes. So, and this was mentioned many times, and it was really emphasized. I mean, the marketing and technical support, in a nutshell, we call it services. And I really can't imagine that Solid Vision in Czech Republic or any other reseller can succeed in case of lack of services and local support, especially post-processors and trainings. It is number one importance. Never underestimate that, because these guys are living proof of the nurturing through the services, through the post-processors, and through the trainings. So, yeah. Be ready for release our regular policy. Just maybe one important information, what is going to be the prerequisite, mandatory prerequisite for customers to obtain this research. The prerequisite, sorry? Yeah. The prerequisite is to have CAD research license. It doesn't matter if it is SolidWorks, Inventor, or Solid Edge CAD research license. And of course, use your regular price list, multiply 0.5, and this is the new pricing for the research licenses. So, this is the certificate, academic certificate. This is how it looks. So, please, do the certification, don't wait. I know that you resellers and our subsidiaries are helping us with many technical issues about that, and I'm really want to express my gratitude towards you because it is important. We cannot succeed without you. So, this is the brief timeline about the academic certification. So, stay tuned, look forward, and be ready, especially on January 25. That's going to be incredible. Huge onboarding of teachers and students. So, part of the presentation, our friends from the West Bohemian University of West Bohemia, sorry for that, please talk more about, the very close friendship between SolidCAM, Solid Vision, and you, and how you've been leveraging and utilizing the licenses, because, as I said, the university has been using all kinds of licenses.
Okay, hello. Why we use the SolidCAM? Because it's perfect cams, but for us is very important the policy of the price, because for the university is very good. And the main reason is the support. Therefore, we sometimes need to change the post-processor and any other, and the support, it's the perfect. And here is two examples when we used the SolidCAM. First is a job for Czech company when make the parts from Ariane 6. Do you know what is Ariane 6? Yeah, it's the rocket, new type of rocket in European space group. And in Czech Republic, the company produced the booster from the start, and we start to cooperate with the company. Therefore, our students working at the company, and it was the point when we start create the technology from this part. And the other project, it's students formula. It's the students project when we the students created the whole car, and our students programming the part, for example, the axle and any other. It's very complicated part, you can see, and it's very good training for the students in technology and in CAMs.
Perfect. So, and this is maybe the third part of the story, is the consequence of really educational activities at the university. And Jiří Hruška is a competitor of Czech skills. Who is ever about the World Skills Competition? Raise your hand up, please.
European skills, world skills?
Yeah, it is like Olympic Games in skills and crafts. And it is a very important, huge and incredible competition. And we are very strong partner of that for years, and supporting guys to be qualified on the European level, where all European countries are competing in many skills, and especially in a CNC. Please, Jiří, could you briefly introduce your activities and your path?
Yeah, okay. So every year we organize the competition, our national competition for our young people up to 23 years old. In SolidCAM, our champion can enter the World Skills Europe, and I would like to give chance to all competitors to choose CAM software which one they want.
Yes, and especially SolidCAM.
Yeah, of
We
course.
want, because the SolidCAM is the best CAM for schools, exactly. So, guys, thank you for that. And the next,
No. We should say something more. Here he is a champion of Czech Republic in CNC programming.
yes, so. Okay, and our next friend is Aleš Koziek from the vocational school Školský Cimr Kranj from Slovenia.
You are right, exactly.
Please tell us.
So greetings also from my side. If we go to the next slide. This one is not mine, but we will continue.
Go ahead.
Školský Cimr Kranj, like Michael said. Here we have a topic. Actually, this is just one small part of my presentation. The whole presentation will be available at Michael if somebody wants it. And my thoughts are, why should schools use SolidCAM for teaching CNC technologies? And here you found some basic or main answers. In the new politics of education licenses, schools will get licenses for free. Of course, conditional. Second, they can display real situations of CNC machining. If you use Solid Verify, if you use machine simulation, you can see the real results, the results which will appear on the machine later. So that's why, if you are going back, maybe you don't need such an advanced, such an expensive CNC machine. Next thing, each student can work on his own, her own CNC machining project. If you want that the students will be, I don't know, all the time involved doing some projects, if you have that machine for that, you need more machines. More students you have, more machine you need. In this case, you use SolidCAM, you start learning it, and in the meantime,
Okay.
we can continue on multi-level learning, self-learning. Maybe somebody doesn't understand what that means. Multi-level learning, from my experience, students who come to our school, they don't know nothing about milling and turning. By using SolidCAM, they learn how to mill, how to turn, plus they learn CNC programming. It's very simple. Next, no maintenance cost.
Great.
We know the machines are very expensive. Why not use SolidCAM in this case? The machine simulation
Okay,
is
Aleš.
impossible to break it.
Okay, thank you for that. We are really limited, but at the end, I want to show you one from you as a reseller are really very eager and enthusiastic to do education. Haze, please come on the stage and briefly, very briefly, introduce yourself, your activities, and we can wrap up. Please.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. I just promised to do this brief. This isn't my strongest suit, but I'll do my best. I just want to tell how we approach the schools and the market in Denmark, because I think compared to everybody else, we do it a little differently. All of this is really good. Doing SolidCAM without any maintenance cost and so on, it's a really good way to do this. We take it one notch up. We try to do it one more step on this ladder. One of the big issues for schools, at least in Denmark, is always pricing. It's always pricing that is the main target or the main focus. So we say, fair enough, educate your students in our system or another system compared or at the same time with SolidCAM. We don't want to swap out. We want to offer more solutions to all of the students. In the end, they normally just go for our system because it is a better system to use or easier system to use. But we don't want to swap out anything. We want the education to be better. And we also do post-processes, local training, theme nights for all the teachers completely free of charge. So every single machine at this school, they get it completely free of charge. We go there locally, we do all of the machine, all of the training, we set everything up. This makes a huge difference, and nobody else does this. Everybody sees the schools as customers, we see them as partners, and we use them accordingly, so we work together.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's the time.
Emil now. So, we try to approach in the same way that Dr. Emil he did in the beginning of all of this. He started out, as you already mentioned, Michal, 90 seats, educational seats. So, if you don't mind, Emil, would you please join us up here and talk just a little bit about that journey and how you started out with the educational side?
That's actually I don't need this, I have. That's actually a nice story. See, I was working in the aerospace industry, and when the IBM PC was launched, I decided I want to develop a CAD/CAM system for the PC. But I had to find first a customer. So I started looking who needs right now a CAD system. And I came to the conclusion that in education, they need a CAD system. So I went to this event about education, and they showed teachers working on a screen. I said, this cannot be. How can schools have a computer at that time? Remember, this was, I think, around 1985 or something. So after that lecture, I went to the guy who showed the lecture. I said, really, where are you using this computer? I said, it's a big data center, a huge computer, and we have terminals. I told him, but you need a computer at your school. He said, come, I'll show you. The government has paid us to develop a system for schools. I went there, and he showed me some software that looked so primitive. I told him, look, I could give you much better software. He said, no, the government has paid us. I saw there was nothing to do with him. I went out and I called, there's in Israel a network of schools called OUT Network. It's a worldwide network for technical education. And I knew the pedagogical manager. I called him, I said, are you in chance looking for a CAD system? He said, yes. So I went to meet him and we signed a contract. I had nothing at the time. Signed the contract that I will deliver to them a CAD system. But at that time I was still working in the aerospace industry, so I hired two of my students. I was teaching part-time in university, two of my students part-time, and together we developed a CAD system, 3D CAD system. That's what we wanted to see, the isometry and all the other views. After 6 months, I demonstrated to the old network of schools, and they said, what about dimensioning? I said, okay, wait another 3 months. I had at the time the book of AutoCAD dimensioning, so I gave it to my programmers, and they did it. They did dimensioning. So after 9 months, I demonstrated to them, and they said, okay, now we want it. Now we have to go to our committee that decides how much to pay you for that. Okay? It was a very famous committee that kills you before they give you any money. So I went there, and I had 6 people sitting in that committee, and I said, okay, I have a CAD system for you. They said, why should we pay you? Who are you? So they started really going down. Anyway, the negotiations continued, and in the end, they agreed to pay us $500 for each CAD system, and the first order that came from them was 90 systems. That's the story.
Thank you very much, and please do not hesitate to support your schools. It's our commitment. Thank you.